What's going on, y'all? If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm Waiver Wire Queen. Should you be concerned with Jerry Jeudy? He left OTAs with a groin injury. Should you be concerned? We already know that so far in his young NFL career, it has not gone as expected. But should you really be concerned about Jerry Jeudy with this latest injury? Let's get it.
Welcome to the Blown Coverage Fantasy Football Podcast with Waiver Wire Queen.
All right, y'all, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you play fantasy football, we have a lot of great content, which is going to help you prepare for your upcoming season and your draft. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. So let's get ready to talk about Jerry Jeudy. Obviously, Jerry Jeudy so far hasn't been what we projected him to be statistically. Obviously, some of that has to do with a quarterback situation that hasn't been favorable for a wide receiver. It's just not a great it just wasn't a great quarterback situation for Denver. We do expect Jerry Jeudy to have a breakout season because he has one of the best. Russell Wilson is now his quarterback. However, he's going to have to stay on the field. We know that his rookie season missed time with injury. He had some drop issues. I do believe he's going to be past the drops. I'm going to cross my fingers on that one. Y'all heard it here first. He's going to be past those drops. And I still believe he's going to have a breakout season, but we just got to hope that the groin injury doesn't linger in training camp and to start the season. Groin injuries and hamstring injuries scare the hell out of me, especially when it comes to the running backs and the wide receivers. It just does, because those injuries can nag all season long and you can miss time. So it should be a concern, but I am hoping that since it is early on, that it's not going to impact Jerry Jeudy and his performance that I'm anticipating he's going to have with a good quarterback in Russell Wilson. Okay, he hasn't had a good quarterback so far in his young NFL career, but when you add someone like Russell Wilson, you're definitely going to see some improvements. However, injuries are part of the game, but groin injuries and hamstring injuries, I don't really like those specifically for wide receivers. They can nag and you can miss time. He missed time last year with the ankle, and that derailed his 2021 season. I projected him to have a breakout season in 2021, and he looked good early on, building a rapport with Teddy. However, just didn't work out for him. 2020 stats, 113 targets, 52 receptions, a lot of drop issues, 856 yards, 3 touchdowns. 2021, no touchdowns, which is just unacceptable, 467 yards. But again, I did say that you have to factor in the fact that he missed time because of the ankle injury. But I expect 2022 to be much better. And hopefully that groin injury is not going to be an issue, because let's just be real, it's still early as hell. We all up in the fantasy world, but it is only June. They have some time, but I want to make sure that that is something that you keep in mind if you're considering drafting him, and just monitor that situation. I do expect him to still be that breakout player for 2022 as long as he's healthy. And of course, if the Denver Broncos don't trade Russell Wilson, which obviously we know they're not. So you got Russell, so he's there. Stability at the quarterback position. Now we just need to ensure that Jeudy's going to be healthy. He's already building a rapport with Russell, so I don't believe that this should be a major concern for you, especially right now, unless you get closer to the season and you're hearing that it's still an issue. Then it's something you should be concerned with. But right now, it's still a little bit early. Don't stress, and still draft him with confidence, because I do believe 2022 is going to be a hell of a season for Jerry Jeudy, because y'all know how them Alabama wide receivers do. Y'all can't deny it. I can't deny it. We just all in here, and we ain't going to deny the fact that they produce some great wide receivers. And Jerry Jeudy is one of them, just underperforming so far early on in his career. But that stops in 2022. So don't be concerned. Make sure you draft Jerry Jeudy, y'all. Hit that subscribe button and make sure you are tuning in to the channel, because we have a lot of great content, which is going to help you prepare for fantasy football, because it's almost here. It is not too early to prepare, especially if you're in a dynasty league. If you're in a dynasty league, it's forever, ever, all year long. So you need to tune in for that information. And make sure you hit the like button and leave some comments and let me know your thoughts on Jerry Jeudy's potential for the 2022 season. And again, don't be concerned. It is still a little bit early, and he's going to produce. Tune in next week, because we'll have our top 10 quarterback rankings. On Wednesday, we'll have our top 10 tight end rankings. So tune in so you know who to check for at the tight end and quarterback position going into the 2022 fantasy football season. Peace.
Thanks for listening to the Blown Coverage Fantasy Football Podcast. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Blown Coverage Fantasy Football Podcast.